Well, hello everyone. TheOntarioGardener here, back with another PlateUp modding guide. So in today's guide, we're going to be talking about one of my most favorite mods. It's very, not cheaty, but this is 100% sandbox mode in a sense, and it is called the Creative Mode Reborn, and this is by Starflux. You can find this on the Steam workshop. The link to the workshop itself will be in the description below. And basically what this does is you hit F1. I don't know what it would be on controller. I don't know that. This is just for the keyboard. Again, if you have a controller, it'll tell you what the key is. You hit F1 and it brings up this menu. You can't really change how you can see it, but what it does is, let's jump into a game. I just picked burgers and I picked an auto map. What I chose here is irrelevant. I just want to show you guys how this mod works. Again, you hit F1, it goes away. So basically you don't have to always have it. Let's just get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. All right, so basically the way it works is, say you're doing a burger run, right? Well, burgers, you want to usually automate burgers. You got your burger bin, you got your roll bin, and you're just like, okay, well, what do I want to do? You have a list here to choose from. They're not in any real, well, they're grouped by certain things. Mixers are together, bins are together, mops are together, etc., etc., etc. But basically you type in, I want to have a danger hob. Boom, danger hob. You hit it, it automatically will spawn in. Again, this is not, it's free. You don't pay, you don't have to pay for these. So this is like 100% like sandbox creative mode. Don't be doing this and you're showing off how good your runs are if you want to make it seem like you're doing this and gaining all these materials at one time, because you're not. But again, it's fun. Again, if you're using mods, it'll show up on the bottom right-hand side, bottom right-hand corner of your map. Right now, mine says 11 mods installed. So it's a good way to say, well, using mods or not, well, it's going to show up if you're using any mods at all. But basically, you want to do that, and you want to have a couple grabbers, right? You want to have 2 grabbers. I'm just doing burgers because it's easy, and they'll spawn where you're standing. If you have more than one person playing, they'll spawn at different spots. And then we want to have here a combiner. Click on that, and basically it'll spawn where you drop it. And this is for like 100%. If you want to have 100% kind of sandbox creative mode to see what type of automation systems you can do, or to have a custom run. Like this is the autumn map still. Well, at the time of recording, this is still available. You know, spawn in a bunch of tables. Get all your tables laid out before you even start. Get your dish system set up, and it's basically just to have fun with. You know, you're not proving anything if you can get to OT 100 with this. It's just to have fun with, and that's what mods are all about. And here we're going to need a grabber again. We're going to need a smoke grabber, and we're going to want a frozen prep station. And then we're going to show you exactly how this works. You got your frozen prep station. This would be one of my typical setups for doing burgers. Obviously, you want to use a frozen prep station. Let's go right into our practice mode. Boom, boom, boom. And look at that. We have auto burgers being done. Cook, bun it, done. Turn it back out. Let's go real quick. We'll quick move this, and we'll go right back into practice mode. And look at that. So day 1, before we even started, guess what? We have auto burgers done. So you can have some really interesting, really crazy setups here. But again, if you want to, set a challenge for yourself, like say, hey, I want to spawn in all the items on day 1, set up the perfect restaurant, and then play it through to see what cards you get. That'd be a cool challenge. I'm planning to have a couple challenge series that I kind of do something like that, where I say, okay, I'm going to pick this size map. I'm going to pick the custom cards I want. I'm going to set up all the automation right at the start, and we'll see how much we can play. I mean, some people say that's boring. Set up, whatever you can do a creative mode where, say, you spawn in what you want in the beginning, and then you can only buy things from your blueprints. But again, there are many different ways. If you want to have, say you want to do blueprint. Oh, that's the wrong button. There's blue. Guess what? How many blueprint desks do you want? I don't know. Let's have 3, and you just spawn them in. Again, this is no means a way to show off that you're good at the game or not good. This is 100%, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. This is 100% to have fun, to maybe test out some of your ideas. I know a lot of you that have watched a lot of my automation videos over the last few months always say to me, well, how are you being able to do this? I can never get them out. I can never get the right stuff. I can never get it. I use this, well, not this version exactly, but a version of this creative mode. This is, again, by Starflux, who is a friend of mine I've had opportunity to play the mods well before you guys have. But basically, that's how I made all my automation in my guide videos, because it's easier for me to spawn in what I want to show you this stuff than to try to play a whole run, as far as saving time. I've played every dish in the game, to franchise, to overtime, to multiple tiers, so I don't need to do that type of stuff. In that sense, I want to make videos for you guys to help everybody out, to help myself out, and obviously to have fun with the community. So this is called Creative Mode Reborn. The link to the workshop support or the workshop Steam page will be in the description below, and you just head down to Creative Mode Reborn. You subscribe to it. You have to, every time you enter and you subscribe to a new mod, you have to close your current game and load it back up, and then the mod will be disabled. And again, this one you hit F1 to turn it off, F1 to put it back on, or turn it off and put it back on. Again, if you are using mods, you see the bottom right hand corner of the screen, it will tell you that you're having mods, so there's no way to cheat with this using the mods. But again, it doesn't really matter. Having mods basically is just makes the game more fun, or maybe more challenging if you set personal challenges or you have a group challenge. But anyway, guys, this is probably my top 3. I have my prep ghost, which you guys know about already. If you watch some of my other videos, or basically during prep phase, you can walk through things. And this is probably my second favorite one. This I wouldn't use for vanilla games. All my series are always all vanilla. I don't do any mods with them. It'll say modded in the title of the video if I'm using a modded system to make the run. My guides and tutorials, of course, are modded because it's just easier for me to spawn in things. But nonetheless, getting off topic here. But anyway, it's called Creative Mode Reborn by Starflux. Head on over to the PlateUp Steam Workshop. The link is in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving me a like as well as a comment. Do you like something like this? Are you going to abuse it? No, you can't really abuse it. You're going to try to trick me for playing it and say, oh, I'm not using mods, but look at my restaurant on day 3. I'll be on to you. I know exactly what you're doing. All right, guys, if you're enjoying this content, please consider leaving a subscribe. Much appreciated. And I'll catch you all in the next PlateUp modded guide. Take care now.